Lesson 12-3 Example 3. We're learning to use counting methods to find all possible outcomes. And for this example, we're going to look at using the fundamental counting principle. So here Rick wants to buy a mammal and a reptile for pets. The pet shop has dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters, and ferrets, which are all mammals. It also has lizards, monitors, and boa constrictors, which are all reptiles. How many combinations of one mammal and one reptile are possible? So again, I want to make sure I know my questions. So number of combinations of one mammal and one reptile. And I know that I have how many mammals? I have dogs, cats, rabbits, hamsters, and ferrets. So I have 5 possible mammals. And for reptiles, I have lizards, monitors, and boa constrictors. So I have 3 possible reptiles. So my event here, I have a couple different events. I have when Rick goes to the store, he has to choose both a mammal and a reptile. Each of those is an event. The choice of the mammal is an event, and the choice of a reptile is also an event. And for each of those events, there are different outcomes. And for the mammals, there are 5 possible outcomes. There's either a dog, cat, rabbit, hamster, or ferret. For the reptiles, there are 3 possible outcomes. And what the fundamental counting principle lets us know is that we could take the number of possible outcomes for the mammals and the number of possible outcomes for the reptiles, and if we multiply those together, we're going to get the total possible combinations. In this case, that would be 15 possible combinations of one mammal and one reptile. We could extend this. Let's say Rick wants to not just get a mammal and a reptile, but also an amphibian. And so there's still 5 possible choices for mammals, there's 3 possible choices for reptiles, and let's say there's a choice between a newt and a bullfrog, so there's 2 possible amphibians. So again, we have events. When he goes to the store, Rick has to first choose a mammal, so there's 5 possible outcomes. Then he has to choose a reptile, so there's 3 possible outcomes there. And then he has to choose an amphibian, so then there's 2 possibilities there. So just choosing the mammals and the reptiles, he ends up with 15 different possibilities. But then adding in another 2 choices when he has to choose an amphibian doubles the number of possible combinations. So 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 times 2 is 30 possible combinations. If we were looking at 3 different events, if we were looking at 3 different types of animals. Solution to question number 3 on page 664. So Mr. Lee's offering the makeup test, and he's offering it on different days, and the possible days are Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, so there's 3 different possibilities. He's also offering different times, and he's offering it before school, during lunch, or after school, so there are 3 different possible times. So we have these 2 different events here with 3 different possible outcomes, and a different event with 3 possible outcomes. So we would multiply 3 days times the 3 different possible times for a total of 9 different possible times that they could go and take that test.